Friends, while discussing the topic, the advocate's duty towards the court and the rules right from 11 to 24, already I told you that the concept of boycott or strike by the protesting advocates is against to the rules. You are well aware that according to section 34 of the Advocates Act 1961, the High Court can frame rules regarding this aspect also. So very recently means about 1 year back, the Madras High Court also formed and given some amendments, Rule 14 and all these things we discussed. Anyway, now the present topic is whether the advocates can participate in the boycott or strike. Of course, on the face of it, definitely I can say it is not advisable or illegal and it amounts to professional misconduct, right? But still we are doing the same. Basing on the Constitution, Article 19 says that you can have a power to form unions, you can express your opinion, all these things will take into consideration. Anyway, it is against to the procedure. Boycott at length we discussed. Now today we are going to discuss about the strike portion. Normally, whenever an advocate is assaulted, whenever there is a rift, like the parking issue in Calcutta, that is Howrah and other places, lawyers boycotted the court and went on strike for days together. Very recently, it happened also in the High Court of in West Bengal state, in Midnapur area, district called as Midnapur. So if you go to the details, the advocates, they have given a call for strike and they are going for strike and the work has come to a standstill. Right? Of course, they have allowed the judges to go into the chambers, but they did not allow the other advocates to go attend the court, even important matters. Right? So the court at Midnapur, they have to give a decision on an application filed by Mr. Gharmani in criminal miscellaneous petition number 12,209 by 19 under section 439 CRPC. That means anticipatory bail when the person is in custody. Right, regular anticipatory bail has filed, the petition has to be allowed. Now for that, the police have to bring the CD file. Right, the lawyers, as a mark of their protest participating in the strike, they did not allow the court constable who was bringing the CD file, as a result of which the public prosecutor could not get the CD file, and he expressed his inability that without going through the contents of the CD, he cannot argue in the matter in the bail petition. Now, the court has taken the matter very seriously. No doubt. Normally, basically, going on boycott is totally prohibited. Going on strike, 100% not allowed. Right, okay. In rarest of rare cases, when the independent dignity of the bar, independence of the bar association, and also integrity, when they are at stake, no doubt, a protest like abstaining from work for a day can be taken up, that too with the permission of the High Court, Chief Justice of the High Court. Normally it is happening. Very recently in Andhra Pradesh also, when the lawyers wanted to go on strike of course now still we are on strike. So then we want to go boycott the courts for a week or so. They approached the Chief Justice of Andhra Pradesh, J.K. Maheshwari, and requested him. Of course, to some extent he allowed the proxies to them. He will conveniently, he said that he will look into the matter. Of course, in lower courts, they are cooperating, right? But still, as regards the profession of law, there are already judgment laws in this connection. Please don't participate in the strike. So, the first case, Harish Uppal, yes. Harish Uppal, ex-captain versus Union of India, 2003. So in this case, it is very clearly stated that lawyers have no right to participate in the strike. Second case, Hussain and others versus Union of India, 2017. In this case, normally it is our habit, after passing condolence. One of the lawyers dies. చనిపోయిన తర్వాత we go for condolence meeting. Condolence meeting will be held in the chambers of the district judge or whoever the senior man. Then after that, normally we abstain from work. ఆ రోజు ఆయనకి చనిపోయిన మృతికి సంతాపజనంగా మరెవరూ కోర్టుకు పోకుండా ఆపేస్తున్నాం. అండ్ ది కోర్ట్స్ ఆర్ అలవింగ్ ఆల్సో. బట్ స్టిల్ ఇన్ దిస్ కేసు still in others, after condolence you can take 1 hour time, but you have to attend the court. It is also against to the professional ethics. So don't go condolence అయిపోగానే ఇంకా కేసు లేవని వెళ్ళిపోవడం అనేది కరెక్ట్ కాదని దాంట్లో కూడా జడ్జిమెంట్ ఇచ్చింది. ఇంకా థర్డ్ జడ్జ్ కృష్ణకాంత్ తర్మాకర్, కృష్ణకాంత్ తర్మాకర్ వర్సెస్ స్టేట్ ఆఫ్ మధ్యప్రదేశ్ 2018. దీనిలో మీకు గతంలో కూడా చెప్పాను, బాయ్కాట్లో కూడా కేకే వేణుగోపాల్ గారు కూడా ఇదే చెప్పాడు. సో ది బాయ్కాట్ ఆఫ్ ద కోర్ట్స్ ఆర్ abstaining from the courts or the strike by advocates, definitely they can be taken as a contempt and they can be punished under section 15 of the Contempts of Courts Act. So these are the clear judgments. Yes, there are judgments by the Supreme Court. So because ours is a noble profession and it deals with so many characters. Number 4 types. Number 1, నాలుగు స్తంభాలు అంటే సరదాగా judge should be there, lawyer advocate should be there, the accuser should be there, the prosecution witness should be there. ఈ నలుగురు వస్తే మనం నలుగురు ఉన్నప్పుడు డిఫెన్స్ లాయర్ ఉన్నప్పుడు ఉంటే బాయ్కాట్ అంటే ఎంత బాధగా ఉంటుంది చెప్పండి. How the work of the witness, suppose a witness has to come Gedalur or from Jalandhar or some other place, then how much time is wasted, how much man hours are wasted. These all things we have to take into consideration, and you should not participate in the strike. No doubt, the Supreme Court also, it is against to the performance or the duties toward the court. If you don't show respectful attitude to the court, definitely they will take a serious view. Normally, if you abstain work for a day or so, definitely they will consider. And even if the matter is of just like that Delhi incident in Tisazari court, there was a little clash between the advocates and the traffic police, due to which some jeeps were also gutted in fire, and the advocates they protested and they boycotted the courts also. At that time, the judges they actually cooperated and they allowed the proxies also. But if an important matter is there on that particularly, just like this bail petition, this Karmavi has a filed petition and it has to be decided. Otherwise, how many days he has to be in jail due to the lawyers' strike. Of course, if it is fate, we can't help, but lawyers are indirectly encouraging the so-called detention for so many days. But right to bail, of course, we can say that it is a statute right. No, we can't say that it is a fundamental right. Article 20, sir, anyway, it's a statute right. He has to get bail. But if the police are not able to give the CD file to the court, that to these lawyers, they have obstructed the police also. Of course, everybody is equal before them. Of course, except judges, they allowed the judges to go inside and they did not allow any prosecutors and also the so-called advocates, other advocates, important matters all they did not allow. The court has taken a serious view. Now, they gave a direction to the Superintendent of Police of Midnapur district to inquire into the matter as to check up who were the advocates that have caused obstruction to the duties of the so-called court constable or head constable who has to produce the CD file in the court. That means it is nothing but an offence under section 353. That's why they said it is a cognizable offence. So section 353 of the Indian Penal Code says that whoever obstructs any public servant from the discharge of his official duty, he is liable for punishment for 3 years and the offence is non-bailable. They can be arrested also. So please understand the seriousness of the issue and don't participate in the strikes, the boycotts, and other things. No doubt unions are there, bar association will give a call. If they are ready to take the cudgels, it's okay. But still, the courts are not in your favor. Please I tell you, Madras High Court has already formed rules right from 14 A, B, C, D, all these things they have got. Of course, there were a lot of incidents there in Madras High Court and Madurai bench also. Therefore, they have framed the so-called strict rules. But anyway, the rules apply to one and all. Please remember. So, Please don't participate in the strikes or boycotts. Of course, you can abstain for one day. It's okay, but don't do the things repeatedly. Thank you.